Hey guys, so this past week we found out that Meatloaf has sadly passed away, and I just wanted to take a minute to show off the Meatloaf stuff that I do have. I don't have a whole lot or whatever, but I did like him obviously, and it's just still a shock that he's gone. But I'm going to show the Meatloaf collection that I have. The first thing that I remember seeing Meatloaf were besides Bad Out of Hell, but he was in the Rocky Horror Picture Show, and he played Eddie, the motorcycle guy, and yeah, he was great in as Eddie. And this was before Bad Out of Hell, obviously, and yeah, he was fantastic as Eddie, and he was only in the movie for a couple minutes or whatever, but what he did, he added so much to that character that it stuck out really well. But yeah, the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Then then I have Bad Out of Hell on vinyl, and it's on this really cool like deep red record. So we're gonna put that back in there. And Bad Out of Hell is just a fantastic album. It doesn't get much better than Bad Out of Hell. Bad Out of Hell is one of the greatest albums of all time, and I'm not just saying that because I'm biased. No, it really is one of the greatest albums of all time. It's one of Meatloaf's best albums of all time, and it doesn't get much better than that. It's also his first album. Well, he had another album before that. It was called Stoney and Meatloaf, but it didn't really do well, and he kind of ignored it, but it still exists. So take it as you will. But this is his debut album. And then now onto the CDs. I have Bad Out of Hell, of course. And then I have an album called Dead Ringer. Next, I have Midnight at the Lost and Found. Bad Attitude. His earlier album covers were cool to look at. They were very artsy, which is cool. Next, I have Blind Before I Sleep. All his stuff is good, but for some reason, the Bad Out of Hell albums are awesome. Bad Out of Hell 2, Back into Hell. Not quite as good as the last one, but still really, really good. This is Meatloaf live at Wembley. I don't know the year. 1987, so it's probably 1986 then. There's that, and then I got Meatloaf Bad Out of Hell 3, The Monster is Loose, and this is probably one of my favorite Meatloaf records. This is a great record. I know a lot of people don't like it, but it could have been just called The Monster is Loose, and then I feel like people will like it better. But it's a great album. Give it a listen to. But yeah, though. So Meatloaf, though. Hope he finds happiness in wherever he is and is bringing joy to the people around him. And yeah, like I said, they really need to induct Meatloaf into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and I hope that they get on that very, very soon because there is no excuse why he is not in the Hall of Fame. So, but yeah, thanks for watching. R.I.P. Meatloaf.